Student, there are some questions now from the chapter iterative constructs. So multiple choice questions are here. First one you see here, when the statements are repeated sequentially, right, a number of times in a program, the construct is known as, what do we call that construct where the statements are repeated, students? Iteration. So all the loops come under this category of flow of control. Now students, second question is, which of the following statement is exit control loop? So we observe here for, while, do while, if else. For not possible because here the test expression is evaluated before the execution of the loop body. In while also this test expression is evaluated before the execution of the loop body. Do while is the loop where you can see the while is written at the end, and we associate the test expression with the while keyword. So test expression is evaluated after the loop body is executed. So whether is the condition or the test expression is evaluated to true or false, at least once the loop is going to be executed. Which loop? Do while. So the correct answer is do while. If else is basically not a loop, so it's not a possible choice. After that, students, question number 3, which of the following loop does not execute even once if the condition is false in the beginning? So I've already told you in the previous question itself that while and for are the loops where the condition is evaluated before the execution of the loop body. So while and for loop are basically the entry control loops. So these loops are not going to are not going to be executed or not going to execute their loop body if the test expression is false. All right. After that, students, question number 4, that is it's a very interesting question. You can learn a lot through that question. To execute a loop 10 times, which of the following statement is satisfied? Which of the following statement satisfies? Okay, how many times? 10 times. So we look at this 6, then 8, then 10, then 12, then 14, then 16, then 18, then 20, 22, 24, 26. So 11 times, right? So it's wrong answer. Then we look at this second one for 3, then because it's been incremented by 3. So what do we have here? For 3, then 6, then 9, then 12, then 15, then 18, then 21, 24, 27, and 30. So total 10 times this loop is going to be executed. Let's check the third one. Third one, students, everything is fine. I is initialized with 0, I less than 10. So a possibility was there that it would have worked 10 times, but the problem is here I equal to I plus plus. What is here? I equal to I plus plus. So students, what is happening here? The I is being first assigned to the variable I. Okay, means I is being updated with the current value of I, and it is being incremented later. So what is happening here? The original value of I remains 0. So this expression never becomes false. So this loop will be infinite loop. Okay. If we write just I plus plus, so definitely this will loop work 10 times. But here what we have written, I equal to I plus plus. So that's why it is infinite loop. So this is also not the answer. All of the above not possible because two answers are already wrong, two options are already wrong. So here the correct option is the second one, sorry. Okay, now question number 5, which of the following statement uses multiple branches? Loop, continue, switch, break. So students, switch is the one which uses multiple branches. Okay, loop not possible, continue skips the current iteration, and break terminates the execution of the loop. So what is left here? Switch. Okay, students, after that, question number 6, which of the following loop checks the condition first and then execution begins? Which of the following loop checks the condition first and then the execution begins? So while loop is there, and for loop it is entry control, right? After that, student, question number 7, to find the sum of the whole numbers up to 10. A loop runs once, 10 times, right? 11 times, and any number of times. So students, let's talk about the loop now. So basically sum of whole numbers up to 10. So we have to work how many times? 11 times, because it begins with 0. So for 0, then 1, then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 11 times the loop is going to work. Okay, the correct option is 3. Students, after that, how many times the loop for I equal to 1, then semicolon, no test expression specified, then semicolon and I plus plus. So no test expression is specified. That means the loop is going to be infinite. Alright, because it's not checking only. So if there is no statement to terminate the loop, there is going to be infinite loop. Alright students, after that, which of the following statements uses a case called default? So definitely the answer is switch, because switch has got the statement default. Students, after that, question number 10, a loop statement is given as I equal to 10, I less than 10, semicolon will be there. All right, it's a misprint there, and I plus plus after that statement. So loop body, they are asking, a loop statement is given as follows, and for how many times will the given loop statement be executed? So students, here you see the initialization is with the value 10, and it is having the test expression I less than 10. So right now I is 10. So if I write 10 less than 10, will you say it's true or false? It's definitely false, because I, if it is 10, then it is equal to 10, neither less than nor greater than. Alright, so the condition becomes false, so it's an entry controlled loop. So this loop body will not be executed. Alright, so the answer will be 1, or the first one. That means it never works, or the loop statement will never be executed. Alright everyone, I hope all these questions are clear to all of you.